Today, we're stepping into a topic that confuses a lot of people. What's the difference between socialism, democratic socialism, capitalism, and communism? You hear these words all over the news. People call Trump fascist or capitalist. They call other leaders socialist or communist, and recently, even mayors get labeled like that in places like New York. So let's slow this down and make it easy. 1. Capitalism, the system we live in. Mostly, capitalism is the system used in the United States and most of the world today. In capitalism, most businesses are privately owned. People and companies are free to start businesses, compete, and make profits. Prices are mostly set by supply and demand in the market. The idea is, if everyone is free to chase profit, the whole economy grows. Pros: encourages innovation, people create new products to make money. Offers choice, multiple brands, companies, and options. Rewards hard work and risk-taking. Cons: can lead to big inequality. A few people get very rich, many stay poor. Essential things like healthcare, housing, and education can become expensive. People who start behind often stay behind. Most people in the US live under some form of capitalism with safety nets, things like Social Security, public schools, and Medicare. 2. Socialism, focus on shared ownership. Socialism is a system where key parts of the economy are owned or heavily controlled by the public, usually through the government. In socialism, major industries, like energy, healthcare, or transportation, might be run by the government, not private companies. The goal is fairness and equality, not maximum profit. Taxes are usually higher, especially on the rich, to fund public services. The idea is, if everyone helps pay in, everyone should benefit, not just the wealthy. Pros: more universal access to basics like healthcare, education, and housing. Smaller gap between rich and poor. More focus on community needs instead of just profit. Cons: higher taxes, especially on middle and upper incomes. If managed badly, governments can become inefficient or corrupt. Less profit motive can sometimes mean less innovation or slower growth. Important: socialism doesn't automatically mean no private property. People can still own homes, cars, and businesses, depending on the version. 3. Democratic socialism, ballots, not dictators. Now, democratic socialism is where people get really confused. Democratic socialism is not the same as old-school communism or a dictatorship. In democratic socialism, the country is still a democracy, people vote, have elections, and can change leaders. There is still capitalism, but with strong social programs and more public control in key areas. Think of things like free or low-cost healthcare, affordable or free college, strong workers' rights, higher taxes on the wealthy to fund public services. The idea is, we use democracy to decide how much we share, and what should be guaranteed for everyone. Some people call the systems in countries like Sweden, Norway, or Denmark democratic socialist, or social democracies. They still have businesses, rich people, and markets, but also strong safety nets. When you hear people online say, "That's socialism," sometimes they're talking about basic things like student loan forgiveness, stimulus checks, or free school meals. Whether you agree or not, that's where the confusion starts. 4. Communism, the extreme version. Communism is a more extreme form of socialism. On paper, in pure communism, all property is owned by the community or the state. There are no private businesses. In theory, everyone gets what they need, and there's no rich or poor. The slogan is something like, "From each according to their ability, to each according to their need." But in real life, communist systems have usually meant one-party rule, no real elections. Very strong government control over life and work. Limited freedom to own businesses or speak against the government. Most modern countries don't use full communism anymore. Some still call themselves communist, but they mix in a lot of state-controlled capitalism. 5. So how does this connect to the news? When people mention Trump or a mayor in New York, or any other politician, they often use these words: socialist, communist, capitalist, authoritarian. Sometimes they use them honestly. Sometimes they use them as insults or scare words. For example, a mayor who pushes for free school lunches, rent control, or public housing might get called a socialist, even if the basic system is still capitalist. A leader who cuts taxes, reduces regulations, and focuses on corporations is seen as more capitalist. The key is this: labels are easy. Understanding is harder. Most real countries are mixed systems. The US is mostly capitalist, but with social programs. Some countries have stronger socialist-style benefits, but still use markets and private business. 6. Quick recap. Make easy style. Let's make it super simple. Capitalism, markets, private business, competition. Big freedom, big inequality. Socialism, more public control and shared resources. More equality, higher taxes, more government. Democratic socialism, democracy plus capitalism plus strong social safety nets. You still vote. You still have businesses. Communism, extreme state or community control over everything. In practice, less freedom, one-party rule. At the end of the day, when you see people arguing online or on TV, instead of asking, is this left or right? Ask, who owns what? Who pays for what? And who actually benefits? That tells you more than any label. Thanks for watching Make Easy. If this helped you understand the difference between socialism, democratic socialism, capitalism, and communism, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. What topic should we break down next? Because money, politics, and power are confusing, but together, we can make it easy.